Hello. Okay, wait one sec. No, okay. Yeah, I feel good. I mean, besides my period falling on me basically, like, what's that? It's like a hair stabbed me. Okay, besides me getting my period late last night and then being very heavy, uh, I just keep thinking about what is it? I forgot who it was. It was Trixie or Kaya. I'm gonna get the big one. Oh, I made the big one. I got the big one. Yeah, it's still really heavy today. And I'm starting to think that the lower back pain I was feeling yesterday, though I was like 100% sure it was like spinal back pain, I'm starting to think I may have been confusing it for cramps. Because that's how I basically know when my period's about to like fall, like my uterine lining is falling because it's painful. So my back will feel it first, and then my underwear will see it. Basically, TMI. And before I got on, again, I was listening to a new YouTuber that I been following for a while now. She's an animator, and I didn't realize that she does live streams. So I was watching her for a bit, but I want to do this now because I have this scheduled. I've had this scheduled maybe like 30 minutes ago, and I just kind of like kept pushing it back. Because what I have to do for the live stream is work on the light fixture, which I did somehow miraculously figure out what I needed. I don't know exactly what I did, but I think it was like a super simple solution. Okay, I think it's. Oh, no, 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 don't rip, don't rip. But I didn't want to do this right now. I don't feel like doing it because I was painting this while I was listening to the live stream earlier. And then I was like in a good mood because I was listening to like 90s, 2000 music. Because I feel like I'm just like, I'm really in like a nostalgic mood and I'm kind of tired of, I don't know, just listening to modern things right now. Like I can't really sing along to it. And even though a lot of these things like media that I well, like consumed when I was a kid, like I was born in 95. So I was only like what 5 years old when a lot of this media was coming out, but I somehow know the words by heart and I didn't realize it until like it comes on. A lot of Britney, obviously, a lot of TLC. Well, I don't know how obviously. I don't really remember that time in my childhood because it was like under, yeah, like 5, maybe under 10. I don't know. Okay. So I brought it over here just to explain real quick in case I don't get into it. I already have it out here. Well, that's the thing. I don't apply too much pressure on my table here, and I don't trust myself if I go overboard. And then I don't know. I just don't trust this table. It's like IKEA flimsy table. Anyways, and also I put the automatic leg stands on underneath too, so I don't trust myself either. Okay. So if you remember yesterday, I cut these two triangle pieces out just by whatever sizes I want, and I wanted to use both of them, side by side to give it some, I don't know, the diversity, I don't know, character, I don't know. But I wasn't sure if it was gonna fit the circumference of this. Was it circumference? Yeah, I already forgot. And so what I think I did was whatever, I think this is like 100.35 centimeters circumference around from this outer circle. And yeah, no, wait, no, this circle. And then what I did was divide that by half, and then excuse me, then whatever the half was, which is like 50 something, divide that by, I think this one's from here to here is 5 centimeters. I think this one's 8, if I remember right. Why didn't I write it down? I don't know. I just said small and large. Well, okay. But even that, figuring that out didn't help me because I said I was gonna get like 6 of each, and that didn't sound right to me. So then I just kind of started placing them like I said, the hard way, but just putting them on here and outlining them as I went. And then miraculously, they ended up matching out perfectly. So I didn't need to change the sizes of these whatsoever, fortunately. And then this is just a template for what's going to go. I'm going to cut a couple large pieces of this, but much longer. But I just needed a template to know how wide it is. So kind of this idea, but wider on top. Looks like a hat of here, but yeah, like around. And I'm gonna put a few layers here until I close this gap basically. Okay, so I was supposed to cut out the cardboard yesterday and I didn't get around to do that. Don't scratch my table, don't scratch my table. I already got a bunch of pen markings that I'm really hoping I'm gonna be able to get out. Ugh. I can't think of words right now. I traced out the patterns, okay, for all the little triangles. Luckily, it fit in this one board. So I just need to cut these out and then because what I think well, what I want to do is use this large box where my ladder my ladder came from. And there's a car honking, whatever. And because this is long enough and it doesn't this is a lot flimsier. And what I'm going to be doing is make it into a circle, so I need it to be more flexible anyways. So I think it's a better idea to use this piece instead of the hard cardboard over there. And it's longer, so it all works out. I'm definitely going to use all of this, but I'm going to have to try. I mean, I'll definitely get close to it with all the different projects I want to do. But I guess now that I've done all my little spiel explanation, oh no, why this is why I wanted to finishes because I was trying to transfer over like the tiniest bit of paint into this little one so I can work on this. And then also finally cleaned all the brushes that were here today after like leaving them in the water for like I want to say maybe a week. Maybe it was a few days. And I was scared that they were gonna like rust over. I didn't see any of that luckily when I cleaned them today. But then as soon as I brought them out here and like I said, I was transferring some paint and then it all spilled over. And you know me, I don't want to waste any paint. And I just started using the paint from everything spilled over because there's still a lot of like areas here that I want to finish up with the red. So I just got entertained doing this. But I want to get my 90s music back on because I'm listening to my lo-fi beats, which I don't really love. Especially now where I'm like in a more energetic, upbeat mood, which is kind of weird with me starting my period and everything I'm reading is like I'm gonna have really low energy, stamina, and be irritable and PMSing and hungry and things like that. I mean, I am hungry. I ordered groceries today because the food that I went to the grocery store to buy just a few days ago was not enough. No surprise. And I didn't want to overspend again on food that is not going to last me all week. So yeah, I ordered. And one of the things I ordered both two croissants and like a bag of bagels. I think there was like 5 bagels in them. And this morning I had, what did I have? Rice with tuna and yogurt with fruit and granola, which is a pretty like healthy, I think, mm, healthy. Like I think it's like a big breakfast for me at least. And it should be filling, but then just like a few hours later, well, I guess would be normal if I was like a normal active person, but I'm not. So I don't really eat lunch. Okay, so I didn't used to eat breakfast and then I would just eat lunch and then dinner. But now since I'm eating lunch because I have to eat lunch with my pills, I'm eating breakfast and now I don't feel like eating lunch, which is around like if I eat if I eat breakfast around like 9, 10 a.m., then lunch would be around like 2 for me. At least that's when I got hungry today. And that was unusual because, like I said, I can go until like 8 p.m. when it's time for dinner to eat. But maybe I wasn't hungry. Maybe I was just like craving because I've been craving bagels for like a few days now, and I've been trying to hold myself back because I know like bagels aren't like a normal thing that I like to eat. So I know it's just like a craving. But if I don't satisfy my cravings, I just end up overeating on other things, even if it's healthy. I'll eat it to like until an amount that's unhealthy anymore. It doesn't matter if it's like healthy food. I'll eat like like a handful of almonds is good for you, but a bag full is not. That's what I'll do. And then I'll still be craving whatever junk food it is that I want. So it's just for me personally, it's just better to just indulge in my craving because for me at least, if I go ahead and just like buy that burger, I'll realize that it actually doesn't taste as great as I thought it would. Or even if it did and it satisfied that craving, basically. And then I won't really have any cravings and I'll be able to just eat like a healthy, normal person. Because then I'm just kind of eating to survive instead of for pleasure, just what I struggle with. I don't really like eating for substance. I like eating for enjoyment. And what I've been thinking about, I feel like I've been struggling a lot around considering these live streams. And like they're I'm trying to make it as easy as possible for me and like I'm still making them feel so difficult. So now I'm thinking, what if I just like this is what I don't know if I'm gonna like is think the easiest possible if I just like turn on a camera and like just like leave it on, forget about it, and carry on with my day. And because I do things all day. Well, when I'm in the mood, okay, which has been like these past few days, these 2 days, because I'm feel like I'm transitioning into like a new menstrual phase. And that's like another funny thing. I'm gonna make my menstrual cycle. Oh, something fell somewhere. I'm gonna be like a zodiac. No, not a, was it? Yeah, zodiac sort. horoscope girly who like their whole personality is, the zodiac horoscopes. I'm gonna be the one who's like whole personality is my menstrual cycle and talking about my phases, moon cycles. No, and does not deal with that. Blood cycles. I don't know. Would mean that I won't be talking a lot either, because I've said before, I don't really talk to myself out loud. I've never been my thing, but I can have full conversations inside my head with multiple people, whole universes, daydreaming, entire life spans and existences. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Too much water, too much water. Don't drip, don't drip, don't drip. Don't... Okay, got you, got you. Okay, well, let me dry that out. Just putting too much water here. I know this also probably looks like I've been working on the same thing over and over again for the past 2 months, basically. Kind of feels, oh, excuse me, kind of feels that way too. I feel like I've outlined this same line dozens of times already. But then at the same time, I feel like, oh my God, excuse me, wait, hold on. No, okay, that was not work again. At the same time, I feel like it's getting closer. I know that's weird because like literally have not moved past this outline stuff, but if this outline is like perfect and I'm confident that I'm not gonna like want to change it again, it makes me feel like I'm moving forward and more secure, if that makes any sense. Because like before when I was doing these outlines, I was like anxious the entire time, like not liking the whole thing. But now that I've changed everything and adjusted stuff, the only thing I really don't like about it right now is the black um background, and which I tried to fix the other day. Multiple times I went over it and it's not gonna change. So there's nothing I can do about that, and I just need to accept that and move on. And update, have I figured out how to make money? No. Have I taken time out of my a very busy day? No, 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 no. To even try and figure it out? No, 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 no. Okay, hold on. Don't. Okay. It's getting dangerously close to the table. Put this away. It's fine. I feel like I'm getting a headache listening to myself talk. That's why I don't talk out loud. Yeah, even earlier today when I was listening to, my throwback music and singing along, because I somehow knew the lyrics to all the songs. I had my headphones on, so I really couldn't even hear myself sing. I'm sure my neighbors probably could. I try to keep my voice down though, because I'm a terrible singer either way. I'm gonna have to go back. I think I overfilled this one leg. I'll try not to over adjust as I've done in the past. Or we can just leave it. You know what? It could be a stylized choice. It is what it is. This is supposed to be a free flowing, abstract kind of thing. It's supposed to be a very personal, meaningful thing just for me. And so far, it really has been healing in a sense, even though it's kind of long, drawn out process. Oh, that was a little watery. She doesn't drip. Oh yeah, I put this on the wall again too, even though it makes me anxious to work on it while it's on the wall. I just, I'm in a mood, a different kind of mood, a mood to do things and change things. So I've been, you know, moving things around, reorganizing, not cleaning, because I was supposed to clean my water plants today. I was supposed to do yesterday, push it back today. Now I have to push it back again another day. So I'm so sorry, babies. I know, especially you, because I didn't do you last month either. I'm sure. Well, she's been growing new leaves, so I think she's kind of fine with me not touching her. But no, I really do want to clean them out because I feel like they've been attracting more fruit flies because of that. And because it's spring, I also need to go buy some kind of fertilizer for all my plants. But I don't know what would be a good one. And then whenever I go to like the plant flower store or whatever, of course you're gonna try and sell me on whatever product that they're selling, and I don't know if that's the best one. And I don't know to trust. Okay, I'm going a little bit out the island because I want to create this kind of faded blur effect. Hoping. I don't know. Scared. Because the first time I did this effect was on accident. I don't really know how I did it the first time. Thinking is just like adding lighter layers. It's kind of more watered down. Create like a faded kind of glow effect, I think. That's why I'm trying to get the outline very thick and solid just with paint and then work from there. But that's why the outline needs to be like immaculate, and I'm not going to want to change it back because then it's like a whole process again. I have to go back and redo everything. Yeah, okay. I'm liking her hair now too. I think what was the problem I was having with it? It wasn't defined enough. It was too messy and like too blurry. Didn't have any, you know, dot process or like a defined thing. It just looked like a mess. And I think now it looks more like thought out. I don't know. The only problem is that because I started using this new bottle of paint, I feel like it's a slightly different tone than the other red I was using originally. Or maybe it's just me. Mm. Oh my God. Oh, that's fine. That's dry. But when I went to my dermatologist yesterday, she did say that, why can't I talk right? That's not what she said. She said that my medication, the what is it called? Isotronin or whatever for my acne, it's gonna dry out my face. It's gonna dry out everything apparently, including my eyes. So I think that's another reason. It's my eyes have been kind of like itchy all the time. And I thought it was allergies or nerves or whatever. I think it's because of that. So she told me to get some eye drops. Well, and I told her, no, I don't have an issue with my eyes. They're fine. This is normal dryness for me. She's like, no, please get the damn eye drops. Okay. Even if you feel like you don't need them, just, a couple of drops here and there a day, just to be safe. Okay. So you don't damage your eyes, just in case. I'm like, yeah, okay, okay, okay. Yeah, which I should listen to because, like, I already feel like my body's falling apart. Like, I feel like my toes are gonna fall off, and I feel like my teeth have cavities and my gums are like infected or something. I feel like I have gingivitis and my teeth are gonna fall off. And then I got this bump on my nose that reading online says it's like forgot what they call it, but it's just only gonna get worse with time and I'm gonna need to get surgery. Either way, like the only way to fix it is like with surgery. And I knew I already had to get like surgery for my nose, so but I don't have money to even like exist right now. So yeah, I'm stressing out about living. Why does like being alive have to require so much of us? But you know what? That's only if I want to have like a body that's not in pain in the next couple of years. But I mean, we can die at any time, at any age. So it's an investment that you might not get returns on. You can spend all your money on your health and then get hit by a car the next day. Then I mean, I guess it doesn't matter either way, you're dead, so you're not gonna be worried about that you spend that money, I guess, whatever. But you will know if you're still alive and you didn't spend the money and now your body's in pain, you can't move. Or you have to now pay even more to fix your decoupling body, basically. I don't know. I really want to change my music. But if I change it back, I know the first song is gonna pop up on the other track is gonna be Scrubs. And like I said, don't get me started. And I can't, well, I don't know if it matters if no one's watching about copyright strikes or whatever. Maybe I just should be like just doing whatever. Is that it? Yeah, let me focus. I don't wanna, oh, put that table there. Okay. Well then I guess I want to touch up on the hair, but because she's high right now, I need to bring her down again. And I just brought her up there. I'm not gonna do that twice in one day. It's not that heavy, but I have to move stuff. It's just like a slightly inconvenience that I don't want to get into right now. So is now making cutting cardboard much more peeling. And also I've kind of used up all the paint I spilled on the outside. So accomplished, mint done, task done. I don't know. Oh, okay, so the reason I didn't want to did I even say why I didn't want to clean my water plants today? Because I've been cleaning all day, well, all morning basically. I was cleaning a bunch of dishes. I had to throw out a bunch of food that I didn't eat and then clean more dishes. Then I had to clean my brushes and my hands were just so like withered and like dried out from water. And then I had to shower. So it's like I had to decide whether I should shower my plants or clean myself. Should have been the other way around. Well, anyways, let me go clean my hands now from the red acrylic paint. Okay. So, how long has it been? 30 minutes? It's pretty good. Pretty good. But I feel like my headache is getting more proficient, evident, feelable. And I also feel like I have to go pee, even though like I literally just went right before, so I didn't have this excuse. But it could also just be my period. Uh, excuse me. Okay, that's fine. I'm fine. Oh yeah. So I continued putting on lotion on my hands so they wouldn't dry out. Also because with the medication, my overall skin is like overly dry already, and having my hands wet all the time is not gonna help. And I really don't want to get any um cuts or whatever, like my skin peeling because that hurts. And then speaking of, I remembered I should be putting on more chapstick. Okay. Dermatologist did tell me to buy something to use along with my chapstick before when I go to bed to help with my lips. But she also said I have to stop biting them, which I already knew. But suggested that whenever I feel like biting them, to put on chapstick instead. And that my belief that overusing chapstick it will dry out my lips even more because I'll get used to like the chapstick and they won't moisturize themselves. She says that was incorrect. So to please use the chapstick. Okay. My body might almost dropped it. Sorry about that. Okay. I should clean those brushes because I don't know when I'm going to start painting this anymore. I mean, I don't know when I'm going to start up painting this again. That was right. However, I could have a whim, okay? And I want to make it easy. Now, I think I'm going to get on the floor to start cutting. I'm a little afraid also that I only have the box cutter to make these cuts and they need to be very precise cuts. And I've already been using this box cutter. Oh, not this one. Yeah, this one's done. So I should go outside and actually buy new blades. That's been on my to-do list for a couple of days and I have not done it. But I don't feel like going out today. I need to go out for other stuff too. Like, well, I don't need it right now, but last night I woke up like 3 in the morning because I had the awful back pain I could not sleep through. So I took some painkiller. I say painkillers, but it was just like one pill. And then I was able to go back to sleep, but only and only then. What am I doing? Not this. I'm also scared that if I'm gonna be like talking while I'm doing this, I might mess up because I'm being. Oh no no! Sorry, babe. I'm sorry. She's fine. You're fine. Okay. I'm scared because she's kind of leaning over. I'm going to have to. That's another thing on my list. I have to repot a lot of my plants to different pots, bigger pots. Like I have to rearrange them as well, so they can grow better. They've been there in their original homes for like a year now, maybe more. All right, so I'm scared that I'm gonna get distracted or I'm cutting something and cut the wrong line if I'm talking at the same time. And now I feel like I have to go pee more. Uh, let me just let me just try to cut into it for a little bit, okay? Just a little bit right now. And cameras. Need a tripod. Tripod? All of a sudden, is this a tripod? Oh my god, am I losing cognitive 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 words? Oh, I didn't switch it. Switch iPhone. Okay. Think. Oh no no no. Oof, fruit fly, get away. Yes. That should be enough. Don't have to move you again. Hopefully. And hopefully you don't fall. Get away from me. It's fruit fly, man. To get it right up my face. Okay. Oh, and then I threw out all like the, what is it? Organics, compostable things that I had. So that would take care of the fruit flies, but obviously now they're homeless and looking to see where else, and they normally would inhabit my plants, which is not good for their developing growth and whatnot. I don't want to do this cut first because I want to do like this and it's not going to be easy. I could just turn it around, right? Has to be very stable and easy for me to do this. Okay, hold on. Let me cut this one. No, I was thinking I was gonna cut these all in half, but there's this one that didn't fit on that side. So I gotta go over here. Would have to cut first. If I want to then cut it in half. I can do this. At the same time, you know what? It doesn't have to be so accurate. I mean, kind of does, but this is just for me. Oh wait, can you see down my shirt because I'm not wearing a bra? Okay, no, you're fine. Okay. Scared because this thing is hanging and like, okay, enough of my neckline is pretty tall, so it should be fine. Oh, oof, scared. Okay, can't see. I can't see. Okay. All right, I didn't cut this area. Let me just okay. Oh no, I really have to go pee now. I feel like I'm squeezing up against my bladder. You know what? That wasn't awful. Okay. Okay. Just didn't put it quite as deep as I should have. Now the tip. The tip is the most important part, so be careful. Please be careful. Oh god, I can't see. I can't see. Oh, well, it's fine because I actually the tip is this part. Nope, no. What do you? This is also an important tip. Oh my god. Let me pay attention. Stop talking to me. Jesus Christ. No. Okay, no, that's fine. No, no, that's not fine. That's not fine. Also, really scared of emotions and like it felt like minutes. Okay. Okay. Okay, let's get a little wider for this, just so you guys. Okay, because I'm scared. Okay. Apply some pressure. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Uh, more tension in it. Okay. Okay. Yeah, it's not great. But you know what? None of us are. Okay? We're all works in progress. Gonna turn into Bob Ross and start providing, what is it? Emotional support. Okay. This doesn't have to be that accurate, so it's fine. It's horizontal maybe hidden inside. The tip is where I should have been more careful. But I overshot it a tiny bit, so I think I should be fine. I don't know. This is all a big experiment, basically. I just, a big fuck around and see what happens kind of sitch. But that's basically what I'm gonna be doing for the next hour or so, probably. But I really do have to go pee. And I don't want to take you with me. And I want to start listening to TLC and Britney Spears and Mariah Carey and who else? Okay. And it's been like around 40 some minutes. So I think it's fine. I'm also trying this new thing with my hair after I shower. This is like a flat cap. Hold on, let me take off. Ah, my ears hurt from those headphones. I should switch over to my other. Ow. Because my hair gets all frizzy. I like when I get out of the shower to put the styling cream and flatten this top part out because it's gonna get big and frizzy either way, especially if I don't do anything with it. So this is like prepping and letting it dry completely because it's still kind of wet and trying not to touch it after I just touched it a bunch because it's still moist, yeah, damp. And then once it's all completely dry, I'll start like volumizing again, like ruffling up and giving it more, definition. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna call it for today. I have a lot of ideas I want to do for this month, a lot of stuff in the works. I just don't know exactly what I'm gonna get to because I'm very ambitious, especially in the beginning of the month. I think I can complete everything and anything, but I know realistically, well, I don't know realistically what a lot of these things that I want to do time frame wise, how long they're gonna take. I know what I think they're gonna be, and it's like an hour a day to complete within, let's say if doing this project for like an hour a day for a week, I should realistically get it done at the end of the week. But I don't work that way. There's days that I won't work on it at all, but then there's also days that I might work on it all day. I don't know. And then things can happen, like this one should have been done within a week, but I didn't know what I was doing. The whole thing was an experiment, and I didn't really have a clear vision. I mean, I had gist of what I wanted it to look like, but it kept changing and evolving the more I painted on it. And I don't know, even though it did take a lot longer, I'm liking it where it is right now. Like I said, it's not done, but it is like in a good place where I'm like kind of happy with it that am now scared to move on in case I mess up and then just prolong its completion even more. But I'm not gonna think that way. Not now, okay? So I feel like I'm in a cleaner, brighter, more positive energy mood and clearer headspace. And I don't know why, because it's not aligning up with my menstrual cycles of what it is of people saying I should be feeling right now, but I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna ride it out and use it for as long as I can until I hit that next cycle or phase where we know what happens. I just cry and act hysterical and start cutting my hair for some reason. So yeah, I'm gonna okay, I'm gonna sign off for today and I'll see you tomorrow. Okay. Love you. Bye.